following video is a paid advertisement on the Realist News channel. Jim Rickards comes to Australia this November, and he's got something to say.
The world is heading into uncharted waters, experiencing unsurpassed levels of debt and money creation.
0.7% here, a loss of 37 points or so. Apple shares are just getting hammered this morning.
Let's talk about the speed with which we are watching this market deteriorate.
Will history repeat itself? Coming this November, two of the most influential and powerfully accredited speakers in the world. James Rickards.
Wall Street got together and bailed out a hedge fund. In 2008, the central banks got together and bailed out Wall Street and all the banks in the world. In the next crisis, who's going to bail out the central bank?
Peter J. Daniels.
You don't have to be old or wise to even a little bit smart to sense something that's missing out there in the real world of business and economics.
Prepare for the oncoming storm at the Intercontinental Adelaide. Book now for the perfect wealth transfer storm conference. Don't go down with the sinking ship.
And for more information about that event in South Australia, in the description box of this video, you will see a link to a webpage that will tell you everything about it. And on Wolf Street, another interesting article. Full-fledged housing crisis in Silicon Valley. Insider view. As long as local officials strangle housing starts, the mirage of affordability will be pushed further toward the distant horizon. A full-fledged housing crisis has gripped California, says the New York Times. Yes, our housing crisis is so critical, those envious bastards at the New York Times, or the Times as he puts it, are proclaiming it on their front page. So critical that a local politician here is more likely to come out against world peace than affordable housing. But she's about as likely to vote for pro-housing laws as the USA is to unilaterally reduce its nuclear stockpile. At the 30,000-foot level, it's pretty in the clouds. A few politicians in Sacramento are trying to pass statewide bills to force cities to allow more residential development. Not with champagne success. It's less pretty in the trenches, particularly if one focuses on Silicon Valley. Ground zero for the housing shortage. The city of Palo Alto is, not coincidentally, the reigning monarch of the Lucky Location Club. Thanks to the happenstance of being Stanford University's picture frame, the town has been the spawning grounds for almost every great tech company ever. Zillow says $200,400 is the median house price in America today. Zillow multiplies that number by 12.96 to come up with Palo Alto's median price of almost 6 million, 2.6. And even that number is misleading. According to the brokerage firm of Alain Pinel, a lot in the North Palo Alto, the cool part of town, goes for around 2.5 million itself, all by itself. That is 2.5 mil before you even build your dream house on it. Speaking of dream houses, listen, I'll be happy with mine over here, somewhere kind of sort of near Tampa, Florida. Not have to live with the big shots. Oh, I'm a big tech guy, Tech Valley, my big multi-million-dollar company. Piss off. Don't care. We don't care. Just give us our cryptos, give us our precious metals finally exploding one day here shortly, and we're good. After many years of... Wait a minute, did I miss one? I did miss one. Is this news to anyone in Palo Alto? No. In the town's most famous resignation letter, Kate Downing quit the planning commission a year ago, saying she and her husband, both well-paid professionals, could simply not afford to live there. Quote, after many years of trying to make it work in Palo Alto, my husband and I cannot see a way to stay in Palo Alto and raise a family here, end quote. Ms. Downing pleaded with the city to make affordable housing its top priority. If things keep going as they are, a once thriving city will turn into a hollowed out museum. To no one's surprise, things have kept going just as they were since her departure. Zillow says housing prices are up 2.54% and city permits have been issued for only 3 multifamily projects in the last 12 months, totaling 15 units. For a town of 67,000, 15 new units is a rounding error. Why focus on multifamily projects? Because if dirt costs $2.5 million a lot, new single-family residences will never be affordable, period. The town's only hope is apartments and condominiums. And while a slim majority of the city council favors affordable housing, no property has been rezoned in the last year to grant it greater density. The only possible way housing might become more affordable. Density is like heaven. Everyone wants to go to heaven, but no one wants to die. Everyone loves the benefits of density, the cafes, the walkability, and cultural opportunities, but no one wants to pay its price. Occasional traffic, noise, and congestion. All of which, by the way, not to throw this in your damn face again, I don't hear anymore. The sounds of stupid ambulances and fire trucks and police cars, gone. I don't hear that out here in the country anymore. I don't hear it anymore. I love it. Thank you. Rant off. Despite the city's talk of encouraging housing, the street reality is different. I have a friend who is building one of the 3 projects mentioned above. And this is a story from somebody else that he posted, by the way. John McNellis from the registry sf.com, which I'm sure stands for San Francisco, if I had to guess. So where was that? So I have a friend who's building one of those 3 projects mentioned above because his land, a small, unused parking lot downtown, was already zoned residential, and his project, only 2 units. No public hearings or meetings of any kind were required. All he had to do was prepare conceptual drawings, get them approved by the planning department, then prepare construction drawings, have those approved by the building department, and start construction. In a town that wants development, you can get this done in 6 months. In Houston, maybe half that time. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. It's me, he says. In Palo Alto, this approval process knee-walked for 18 months. And the cost? The city charged a whopping total of $210,000 in fees and exactions before it would issue the building permit. $210,000 for a pair of apartments. If this friend had paid that average $2.5 million for his property, his carrying cost for the extra year of processing would be $250,000, meaning his city costs alone for the duplex totaled $460,000 flipping dollars. Wow. Unbelievable. Put another way, before ever turning a shovel in the ground, before counting the land, architecture, engineering, banking, and construction costs, his units were already $30,000 more expensive than a median value house at almost anywhere in the country. Did it have to be this way? No. The truth is that since Miss Downing's sad departure, the city had made housing less affordable than ever. Of the $210,000 in city fees, $120,000 of it was attributable to a newly enacted parkland dedication fee, an exaction that went into effect only 2 months ago. Miss Downing may prove another Cassandra. Go to any housing affordability index you like, do the simple math, and you will find that with a standard down payment, a buyer's annual salary must be about 20% of the purchase price for a house to be affordable, meaning you now have to make $500,000 a year to afford one of these so-called median priced houses over there. At that ticket price, the museum will hollow out, its visitors limited to the first 100 employees of the next Google to roll out of Stanford. Few laws are as reliable as that of gravity. The law of supply and demand is one. Palo Alto and far too many other cities in California, needs to both dramatically increase its allowable residential density and streamline its approval process. As long as local officials strangle housing starts, the mirage of affordability will be pushed even further toward the distant horizon. By John E. McNellis, McNellis Partners, author of Making It in Real Estate, Starting Out as a Developer. The article was first published on the registry. That retail, I think, or do you mean detail, is overbuilt. That retail is overbuilt is obvious to anyone who has driven 20 miles in America. Less obvious is why of overbuilding. Read Overstoring America. Once again, another Wall Street article. So this is it. Once again, earlier this year, Jason 4. Anyway, in California, get the hell out of there. That place is going to implode. Again, this is just math. You can't have cities like this where you have to make $500,000 a year just to buy the, average home over there. And then when you look at what the average home looks like, and you realize, oh my God, most of that money went just to the land, and I built this little turd on the land. What kind of house you living in? Oh, I'm living in a $3 million house. Oh, God, it's got to be beautiful. Send me pictures. And you send them pictures of a dumpy trailer. That's a 4-bed, 2-bath, man. Come on. I was going to get the super extended one, the 5-bed, 3-bath. Dude, you said you had a $3 million house. Yeah, I did. 2.8 of it was the land. The other 200K, I got this 5-bed, 3-bath bathroom trailer I put on there. Manufactured home. Not to say that anyone living in a manufactured home is bad or that's terrible. I'm just trying to be a little extra sarcastic to show you that you're going to get this little tiny house and all you paid for is the stupid land. Another reason why I'm glad I got this freaking house right now. Got a nice house, got a nice piece of land. I'm loving life. I'm not going to go out and just, Joe, how much you pay for your house? Oh, a couple $1 million. Holy crap, you must have a mansion. Nope. Which my house was not $2 million, even kind of. Nope. Just the land was $2 million. You got to put a couple, and I had to get some used trailers. It was too expensive. Used trailers, you said you had $2 million. Wouldn't you have no, yeah. Again, like 2.9 of it was on the land, and if I was living over there. My dad told me when we were younger, before we were even born, I think me and my sister. I'm not sure if she was born yet. She's about a year and a half older than me. He said New York was getting crazy, the high prices, housing. We said we got to get the hell out of here. Let's go to San Diego, California. We get there. You're born over there, of course. Live there till you guys. We stayed there about 5 years, which I remember leaving when I was 4, almost 5 years old. Same crap started happening there, skyrocketing prices of housing and everything. He said, that's it. We're going to go down with Uncle John down in Florida. Of course, I'm a child. I'm 4 years old. I don't know. I'm whatever. Moved down here. Been here ever since. And sure enough, not that kind of stuff's happening here, but that generally, real estate has gone up everywhere. And in some Florida cities, boy, is it kind of high. But not ridiculous like some of these other, California. There are so many cities in California. I sit back here and I can't resist talking about a video about this stuff. How much we're going to sell it for $750,000. How big is it? 1,000 square foot house. Oh, I'm sorry. Say that again. It's worth $750. Yep. It's how big again? About 1,000 square foot. How much land you got? Almost none. Little small front yards. Not even a backyard. Huh. $700,000. That's what it costs over there. Oh, but I get a $200,000 a year salary as a tech guy or whatever. Okay, all right. But damn it, if you can take that and leave and work remote, and come to a place like hell, Florida or anywhere else, Texas. Texas is a good spot too. You want some really cheap land and beautiful houses? It's out in the country though. Look all over Alabama. Let me tell you something. There's some really good deals over in that area of the country, Alabama especially. Go there, make sure you have high speed, work remote, make your 200K there, and pocket an enormous amount of it instead of dumping it into this stupid house in which you see nothing back from. Unbelievable. Take care.